This is a 360 video. You can swipe left or right across your mobile device, or click and drag with your desktop mouse to look around. Have fun! Eggs are one of nature's most perfect foods. But have you ever wondered how Canadian eggs are used, or what other products are made with Canadian eggs? You've come to the right place to find your answers. Welcome to a Canadian egg processing plant. This 360 video will take you inside this state-of-the-art facility to show you exactly how Canadian eggs are prepared to create other food products. Ready? Let's go! Several times a day, refrigerated transport trucks arrive at the processing plant to deliver thousands of farm-fresh eggs from different local egg farms. Once the truck has backed into the unloading dock, a plant employee unloads the entire truck with a forklift, carefully moving each skid of eggs from the refrigerated container into the large cooler room of the processing plant, which is also where we're headed next. This is the cooler room. It's huge, isn't it? Lots of room is needed to store the thousands of eggs that are arriving at the processing plant each day. Since this facility processes so many eggs each day, it's important to have a consistent number of eggs in the cooler. At this facility, eggs are placed onto a processing line where they're broken open and the liquid egg is separated into egg whites and egg yolks. Whole eggs, which are whites and yolks mixed together, are also collected. Once they're separated into larger batches, these products are shipped to other food manufacturers who make things like mayonnaise, salad dressings, sauces, and baked goods. The cooler room remains at a steady temperature, so the eggs can be kept cool until they're ready to be processed. Just like how you keep your eggs in the fridge at home until you're ready to use them. Now we're in the receiving room. This is where the eggs go when they're removed from the cooler room. There are 2 processing lines at this facility. You can see there are several people working on each of these lines. Let's take a look at what they're up to. Here we are at the beginning of the processing line. The eggs are unloaded from the skid using a hydraulic fork operated by an employee and carefully placed onto the conveyor belt. The eggs are stacked 6 crates high, and each crate has 30 eggs in it. The stacked crates ride along the conveyor belt until they're ushered inside the carousel arm that will unload them from the crate. To unload the eggs from the crates, a hydraulic carousel arm of suction cups is used. This carousel does 4 things: picks up the eggs from the stack, removes the tray from the eggs, funnels the empty trays back outside the carousel, and places the eggs onto the processing line. As you can see here, the carousel moves up, down, and around in order to unload the eggs from their crates and onto the production line, giving the eggs quite a ride. Producing a high-quality, safe product for consumers is of the highest priority at this processing plant. As such, there are several quality control checks in place. 2 of these checks include washing the eggs and candling them. Here you can see the eggs as they move through the washer. High-pressure hot water and bristle brushes are used to wash and gently scrub each egg to make sure it's clean before it's broken. Each egg rides through the washer in an egg-shaped cup that continuously rotates the egg, ensuring the entire egg is thoroughly washed before it's broken open. Here is the candling area. Candling is the process of moving the eggs over a bright light, allowing an employee to see any cracks in the shell or any other irregularities with the egg. If such an egg is found, it's removed from the processing line and discarded. The dark hood that you see here helps block out external light, allowing the employees to better see any damaged or unsuitable eggs. A mirror is also used to further ensure quality control with the candling process. This is the egg breaker, where the magic happens. Inside this machine is where the eggs are broken and the yolk and white are extracted and separated. To break the eggshell, a small knife pinches it, slicing the shell in half. The yolk and white fall into a cup that's actually 2 separate pieces. As the egg contents ride along the line in the cups, each cup moves apart, simultaneously separating the egg yolk from the white. After the yolk and white are separated, they ride along the line and go through another section of quality control, where employees look closely for irregularities or stray pieces of eggshell that candling may have missed. From here, the separated whites and yolks are poured into large batch tanks, each tank holding either egg whites, egg yolks, or whole eggs. But before this happens, the liquid eggs must go through yet another quality control measure. See the blue light that's flashing as the cups go by? It's actually taking a picture of the egg whites and looking for traces of egg yolk. If egg yolk is found in the egg white cup, that cup simply pours into the whole egg tank instead of the egg white tank. After the eggs have been checked by the blue light, each yolk and white is poured separately into their corresponding tanks. We're now in the room where pasteurization happens at this facility. Pasteurization is the process where liquid eggs are heated to a very specific temperature for a very specific amount of time, all without cooking the egg product. This process is necessary to ensure that the liquid egg products are safe for consumption. Another step that happens in this room is the addition of salt to some of the liquid egg products. Now it's time to package the liquid egg products into large pails. Pails of liquid egg are typically shipped from this facility to places such as bakeries and mayonnaise manufacturers. Clean, empty, labeled pails are placed on the conveyor and moved toward the bagging station, where an employee lines the pail with a blue plastic bag. Lining the pails demonstrates yet another aspect of quality control at this facility. Once the plastic liner is in place, the pail continues down the line to be filled with liquid egg. Here, you can see the lined pail being pushed into place underneath a nozzle. The liquid egg comes out of that nozzle and fills the pail. Each pail is filled automatically according to a predetermined weight that is set by the customer. Once filled, the pails travel along to meet another employee, who will close the blue plastic liner with a zip tie and then hammer a plastic lid into place with a rubber mallet. The filled, sealed pails are then stacked onto a skid to be stored in the facility freezer. Did you know that liquid egg can be frozen? That's how egg products in pails are stored at this facility, in the processing plant's huge freezer. Each skid of pails has color-coded labels so employees know what product is inside the pail. That's why you can see different colored labels on each skid of pails. Here, you can see a forklift operator moving a skid of packaged egg product from the freezer and into a refrigerated truck container, where it will be shipped to the customer. Thanks for visiting this Canadian egg processing facility. If you'd like to learn even more about Canadian eggs, feel free to click on the other videos in this section.